something going on outside. If they could see you on the camera, I mean, it's let's just say Storm is battling
like
against
an Avengers battle.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, it's going down outside. Let's just say if you're a Pokemon fan, there's a Kyogre is pretty much coming out of the water.
Hey, don't call me that.
So it's coming out there. Oh yeah, you were big on Pokemon as of late. Yeah, Kyogre.
Yeah, don't call me that, bro.
Kyogre is
Come on.
coming out of the water. Rayquaza is descending from the skies. There's Zapdos everywhere. I'm becoming a Pokemon. I love me some Pokemon, but that's
I like Pokemon too, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
That's my one. So like, it's crazy. I never really got into like the anime shit, but like, Pokemon was the one thing I got into as a kid. I was like, this is a banger.
You know why I loved Pokemon so much?
It's like dog fighting.
But wait a minute. Wait a minute.
It's like dog fighting, but like.
See, that's
real.
two different areas.
But
I get the comparison.
friendly.
I get the comparison.
It's like if we can make our dogs fight, but then after like, hey, squash the beef, you know?
Yeah, but I don't think it wasn't dog fighting like it results in death. It was like battle to the death.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Was that chicken?
You make them fight till like one of them like is kind of like tired. Like, all right.
Was that what Michael Vick was doing? I think those dogs was dying. I can't remember.
I don't know. But anyways, it's like dog fighting, but Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Think about how wild that shit would be in real life. Let's say we had Pokemon where like we just make animals.
Oh, it'd be over. It'd be over. Whoever has the strongest Pokemon becomes easily the most dominant, person on the planet.
Pokemon made me happy because it was super unrealistic. Because it's like there's criminals, right? Why aren't they like killing people?
Right.
They're just
Fair
like, yo,
enough.
give me a fucking Pokemon, homie.
Yeah, I thought that's why I enjoyed certain games like Pokemon Coliseum where you had to steal Pokemon from other people. That was interesting.
You're good at that one, huh?
Oh yeah, I was great. You kidding me? I got the description, but we're not talking about that right now. But what I enjoyed the most when I was young, right? Yeah, of course. Like, give me a Pokemon.
I love Pokemon Coliseum.
Right?
That's the one you could steal in.
Exactly. Right. But when I was a kid, what I enjoyed the most about it was the camaraderie that you have, because before they had the online stuff where you had to have the link cable and connect with other individuals, it forced you to have to interact with people. So if I wanted to get a Gengar and I had to trade a Haunter, and you also wanted to get a Gengar, you had a Haunter, we have to trade with each other in order to get that additional Pokemon. In the midst of us having to have the conversation, because there was no internet, social media at the time. Internet existed, social media didn't. We had to talk to each other. So that forced us to have to interact. And what do you know? Some of my closest friends, we became friends off of playing Pokemon. Some people right now have great relationships based on playing these games because they had to interact. You couldn't just stay inside your basement and do nothing. I think that's probably why in gaming now, I've probably fallen out of gaming because there's no more of that in-person connection. Now, granted, you can do it online, but I might never meet you. Like, oh man, we're gonna hop on the game or whatever. There's something special about being able to congregate. Like Super Smash Bros. Melee, I still have it till this day on my GameCube. And me and my friends, maybe like once a year, we'll come together and we'll just hop on the game and we're playing in person together versus, oh man, we're gonna hop on the game at like, 10 p.m. tonight. Now everybody got their headset on, you're in the silence of your own crib, but you're only interacting through the headset. It's something about being able to congregate together that makes things special. I think that
Facts.
That's the separation from, I think even with the incel thing, like we were talking about before, where you're still isolated.
Do you think that the way gaming has changed has like affected that part of people? Because now you think about it, right? All these fucking people don't see anyone. All they do is sit behind a screen and like talk to people. All of their friends are online. I saw the gaming industry is bigger than any like sport industry.
Right.
Right. Like the gaming industry is bigger like than the NBA, bigger than the fucking NFL. So that's why you have all these streamers getting massive contracts. Like Aiden Ross just got this like $200 million contract. That's an NBA contract, bro.
Right.
Because gaming is so huge. Do you feel like gaming, the way it's set up though, has ruined how people, because think about it, people insult each other, you don't have to show your face, it's just your voice.
It's anonymous.
Yeah. Do you feel like it's fucked up the way people interact?
Oh, absolutely. Because 10 years ago, the Call of Duty Modern Warfare lobby, or whatever it was when you went live, if you took Gen Zers or people who are gaming or just got into gaming now and put them back then, there is no way they would be able to survive. The insults that was thrown out during the time, because that truly, it wasn't the birth of like social media, but that's when Facebook had been around for like 5-6 years. That 2008 to 2014, that 6 years online, people were just throwing out what whatever
They got
they
bold,
could
man. They
say.
got bold.
And there was no real penalty or consequence. So because you were anonymous, it's like, yo, I'm going to say whatever the hell I want. And then people started getting, because there was a heightened sense to be able to be anonymous and separated from everything else, people went away from having to game together to being more on your own. That's how now with games, from the people that I talk to who still game, it's like the single player stuff, it's not fun.
Doesn't sell.
They just have it set up in a situation where you just kind of go online, you have the multiplayer, but you're not really together. But ultimately, I think with gaming, it's gotten to a point where across the board, really, even with work, remote, everything, where you're away from people.
Yeah.
So it not only in the game are you isolated, it applies to everything else in life as well, because you're away from people.
Now that I think about it, when I think about like my version of gaming, it's like business.
Right.
The way I look at business, it's like a game. It's like one real video game. Money's the way you keep score.
Yeah.
Right? And when I think about it, I have certain people I talk to every single day.
Yeah.
And it's weird because when I look back, for the past 2 months, I have talked to a certain set of people every single day for the past 2 months. Because they're involved in my business, they're involved in the operations, we're working together. It's almost like my version of gaming, like how people would hop onto a game and talk to people. This is how I do it with work. And I think that's just the world that we're in right now, huh?
Have you had a chance to, do you meet them in person or is just primarily
I mean, that dude right there.
one in person.
He lives in Germany. We talk every single day for the past 3 months.
Yeah, but you made a point that you guys actually had a chance to
I mean, I'm
meet
not
in
gonna
person.
lie. Him being here, we work so much faster. Because when you're not there, it's like, cool, you send a message, You can turn off a message. You can shut it off. You message someone, they just ignore it. You know, if they're here, it's kind of like you vibe off the energy.
See, that's the thing. I think if people actually, if they prioritize more meeting up with each other, like even with gaming, like if you game within like the same sort of location, like when I was in Houston and I collaborated with the In the Clutch ENT YouTube channel, shout out to them. And they have a studio space that they rent and they have different rooms together, but the gaming room that they have their setups in different corners of the room, but it's still within the same room. So with that being the case, even if you're playing the game together, but it's like you're on your own isolated screen, you're in the same vicinity. When I went to DreamCon and they had a gaming, there was like a gaming floor and they had consoles everywhere, right? And everybody was able to go and play the games that they wanted to play, but you're within proximity. I think it heightens the actual experience because when something happens, rather than be like, yo, did you just see what the fuck happened? You could say, yo, you just saw what the fuck, and you're in person.
Yeah.
So it really creates that interaction that you need. I think if we had
Nothing's gonna beat that. Nothing's ever gonna beat that.
Nothing's gonna beat it.